What's up, YouTube? I'm Josh. This is another episode of Beard Meets Flavor. Today we're making steak street tacos and a nice fresh salsa verde to go with it. We're also doing it on the cheap, so stick around. We'll show you how we did it. All right, let's do this. Let's make some tacos. So first thing we're going to do is make salsa because it's way better than buying it at the store. So I've got these two giant jalapenos, 3 good size serranos. Probably won't use it all just because, you know, it's spicy. And some tomatillos that we're going to remove their little gift wrap here. And then I'm going to just kind of throw these in a pot of boiling water for, I don't know, 8 minutes or something like that, somewhere around there, just until they soften up. Then we're going to blend it with some other good stuff. And yeah, so hang out for a sec and we'll be right back. All right, so next, obviously when you have, street tacos, typically they top it with some diced cilantro and onions. So we're going to do that. But I wanted to show you guys because you guys saw the size of those jalapenos. They were like giant. Look at these sad. What is that? It's a little, look at them. What is that? I mean, come on, man. All right, so, yeah, diced an onion. And I'm sure because, you know, there's about 5 million cooking channels on YouTube. So I'm sure somebody's done this before. But you know what? Whatever. I'm going to show you real quick how I cut onions, nice fine dice, right? So we're only going to use about a half. So come on in here, babe. Come on in. Okay, so onion, half, cut the thing off, kept a little dirty nub on there. And we're just going to cut. And so you can kind of see, you know, how thick we're going. And so we're just not going, you know, so you just get like these little flappy doos. And then you take your knife, and I come to the edge here. Try not to remove any fingers, and then just a nice.
Wow.
Just blown away, right?
That's great.
See? That's how you do it. It's super simple. No big deal. Yeah. And I don't know, they must be true. Like when people cry when they cut onions, I don't know if I'm immune to it, but I never cry when I cut onions. Isn't that weird?
Because you're heartless.
Ah, it's because I'm heartless, apparently. All right. You don't need to watch me cut up the cilantro. I'll do that without you guys. We'll come back. We'll make salsa. See you in a sec. All right, so I cut up the cilantro. Just kind of rock your knife through it like this. No big deal. And you want to get it pretty fine because, you know, you got that nice fine diced onion. So it's kind of what we're working with. Okay, there you go. Easy. I'm gonna get a spoon or maybe a fork or whatever, you know. Just get wild and mix this up. All right, so you get a nice little mixture. Oh, get out of there. You're not welcome in the party. Okay, there you go. So that's done. Our salsa is about ready to be blended. So we'll do that. And that's really kind of the whole thing is like prepping, just getting everything ready, throw your meat on, tacos. It's pretty quick. Don't look at me like that. Get a dirty mind. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so our little veggies are blanched or cooked, but you can kind of see the tomatillos, they've lost that like bright green, but you know, now they're going to be a little more squishy. Ooh. So let's see, I got one jalapeno and one serrano. So we'll, should I do 2 jalapenos and 2 serranos? No, no, shaking her. No. All right, start with that. She don't like serranos. All right, so we're gonna use, we'll start with that. My bowl. All right, more. Whew. Probably lucky, or not lucky, but probably right on the pepper because it's spicy. All right, so I'm going to use the other half of this onion. Just cut the nubbin off, and then cut it in half twice. Throw it in there. A little salt and pepper. What? What? Oh, what? Wife got me. Hope you all had a nice Christmas. Wife got me new things. Watch, you don't even have to do anything. Boom. Isn't she great? She's pretty awesome. I'm not going to put pepper in yet, but I am going to get one of these guys. So we can throw a little bit of garlic.
Please don't ever open the fridge again while I'm videoing.
Okay. About a tablespoon. Okay. We'll blend. We'll be right back. All right, so we got some Knorr chicken bouillon. This just adds like a little, little umami. Oh, half a tablespoon. Look right? Yeah. All right. Throw that in there. We'll blend it one more time. We'll taste it for seasoning, and we'll rock and roll. See you in a sec. All right, so we also squirted some lime juice in there. We just weren't filming, so taste it. That's really good. It's bright. Seasoning's great. It's bright. It's fresh. It's got a little spice. I would probably myself throw that extra serrano in there, but she's already shaking her head no, so I'm not going to do that. Sorry, that's loud. We're going to bottle this up. We got some queso fresco. We're going to break that up. We'll bring out the meat next, show you how easy it is. And kind of the idea is, we'll talk about it when we get to the meat. I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll be right back. All right, so most of the time when people are making like carne asada tacos or stuff like that, they're using like flank steak and skirt steak, stuff like that. And we went to the store, and it's like $13 a pound or something for that, which is insane. Tacos have become so expensive. Meat has become so expensive. Everything has become so expensive. But I want to make this video to show you that you can make tacos cheap again. So this is, what is it? Chuck, boneless beef chuck shoulder. So it's basically like what you would typically use for like a pot roast, but it's just cut real thin. And I don't know if they have this at every grocery store, but you can, I'm sure, get a chuck roast and just have your butcher, slice it up for you. I'm going to throw this away, sorry. Slice it real thin, but come take a peek, right? So it's got good marbling. They're nice, thin little flappy steaks. And we're not going to do anything crazy, right? We're not doing technically carne asada. We're just going to do steak street tacos. And really, once we get this all done, you'll see that this is more like authentic style. So this is like if you're in TJ or Cabo or wherever getting tacos off the street, this is what they'd be. So we're going to season these up. Here, I'll show them off again, right? Season these up with the new, like this. Look at that. Look at that. You don't want to go too crazy because they are really thin. It's just so easy. It's crazy. Pepper. Look at just if you don't have something like this in your life, I didn't know this was a thing. But if you don't have something like this in your life, go get yourself a camera wife. Maybe she'll get you some for Christmas. All right, so we're going to season these up. We'll go to the grill. We'll do this thing. All right, so of course it's windy again today, so we're going to have heat issues. You need to get this in your life. This is just a mason jar with bacon grease in it. So if you don't save your bacon grease, come on, guys. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah. All right, so we're going to just lube up the old doodad here. Okay. On with the schmeat. Okay. And now, because the meat's real thin, you want your griddle to be as hot as you can get it because you want to try and develop some color, and they're going to cook super fast, so you don't have a lot of time to do it. Because it's windy, I don't know if we're gonna get there, but we'll give it a go. So we'll let these things cook, and we'll be back. All right, moment of truth. Yeah. I don't know how to fix that, though. There's like something you can do. I'll have to investigate, but every time it's windy, the grill doesn't get as hot as it normally does. Like earlier, before it was windy, it was like almost 600 degrees, and now it's like 350. So it's something to block there. Let these go on the other side for just a sec. We'll come back. Okay. All right, so throw a little more of that old bacon grease on there. I don't want it to be super hot because we just want to warm these tortillas just so they're malleable, pliable, whatever. We got these little guys, little street tacos size, little bitties. So you'll be able to eat these in like, I don't know, I could probably 2-biter, something like that. All right, so we're just gonna pop these in that bacon grease. Now all of a sudden it's hot. I don't know, whatever. What are you gonna do? Okay. That guy's a no-go. That's a dog tortilla right there. It's hot. Careful. All right, so like just a few, 30 seconds aside. God. Okay. And I think you should probably be able to eat like, I don't know, 15 or 16 of these. So, okay. Let that go for a couple of seconds. Throw them inside the paper towel. What is this called? A tea towel? Dish towel? A hand towel. Just a towel? Just to help insulate these little mamas. Let's soak up some of that fat there, boy. All right, let's go back inside. It's cold out here. All right, last step. I take this meat. Like I said, I didn't get the kind of color I wanted on it, so it's kind of grayish meat. But I'm just going to take it, layer it up. You just want to cut it into nice strips. All right, then turn it all. Just wish I had like big giant meat cleaver. I could just.
Didn't I get one?
A meat cleaver?
I thought I did.
I don't know. There's always next Christmas, honey. Okay. That's it. Let's make tacos. All right, let's do this. This part's pretty self-explanatory. Tortilla. A little bit of our meat, all right? A little bit of our onion cilantro. A little bit of queso fresco. And I know there's going to be people going, oh, we'll put cheese on street tacos. You know what? They probably don't put avocado on them either, but life's short. Live it your way. You know what I mean? And then our little salsa verde. Let's run it back for the people in the back. Taco. Schmeat here. I probably wouldn't use my fingers, you know, because you're putting meat fingers into cheese and all that stuff, but whatever, it's just for me, so. Okay, we'll make some more, take some photos, we'll eat some food. See you in a sec. All right, well, after shooting the intro 35 times, we're finally ready to taste these things. So, but as always, if you guys have stuck around this long, do us a favor, like, subscribe, consider sending it to a friend, help the channel grow. We appreciate it. Let's let the beard meet the flavor. Enough talking. Come on, little guy. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The hard eye contact when you bit that taco.
Intimate. Okay. I mean, what is there to say? The meat is fantastic, flavorful, savory, and it was so easy to do. All we did was salt, pepper it, throw it on the thing, chop it up, done. Nice, bright bite of that raw onion. The salsa is killer, tangy, real fresh. Again, very bright, flavorful. Very, you know, it's not super spicy. The creaminess of the avocado, the saltiness of the cheese, it just comes together. And if you're still watching and you haven't run out to the store to go get this stuff, what is wrong with you? Go make tacos. We'll see you on the next one.